be to me. Click.
What's going on, guys? ZigaBlaze here, and today I'm going to be bringing you my 6th episode of my Black Ops 3 Specialist Guide. Today we're going to be covering Seraph, unlocked at level 22. Seraph's specialist weapon, the Annihilator, is a high-caliber revolver that fires deadly instant kill rounds at any range to your opponents. Similar to Outrider's Sparrow, if you're an accurate player, then the Annihilator will reward you for your accuracy. The sights on the Annihilator are easy to use and make it very easy to pick people off at long range. However, it's kind of difficult when you don't have any auto-aim to assist you. But if you're used to using the snipers in this game, which have little to no auto-aim as is, then the Annihilator should be no problem. There's no perks for this specialist weapon that I would recommend, however there is one equipment that I would, and that is the stun grenades. Hitting a couple enemies with stun grenades will slow them down drastically and make them for an easy shot with your Annihilator. One thing to look out for when using this pistol is to try not to miss your first shot, because although the cockback time for your next shot doesn't take a long time, it's enough that your enemy could line up and take a shot at you and take you down pretty quickly. So you want to get that first shot accuracy on point. If someone gets right up in your face, it's viable to hip fire with this pistol, but it's not always going to be completely accurate. Getting your enemy inside that crosshair doesn't always mean you're going to kill them. I found myself earning the Annihilator multiple times a game without the need of overclock to help me, so I wouldn't recommend it this time around. And finally, one of the best ways to use the Annihilator is to keep your distance from enemies. Even though you can kill them up close, it's better to try and keep your range and pick people off at distances. Seraph's specialist ability is Combat Focus, which is a bonus multiplier towards any score earned by the player, and this is similar to a very powerful version of the Hardline perk in previous Call of Duties. So the Combat Focus is personally one of my favorite specialist abilities in the game, and that's because if you're a player that likes to go for large score streaks, or even if you're just a player that enjoys earning multiple amounts of score streaks in a single game, then this is your ability. I found that there were 3 main ways to use Combat Focus. The first being to run all low score streaks and completely keep cycling through them. While using Combat Focus, when using small score streaks, it's easy to get your UAVs, counter UAVs, care packages, and things similar to that very quickly, and in rapid succession. The second way I found to use Combat Focus was to go for those high-end score streaks, and the best way to do this is to play the objective while popping your Combat Focus. I found one of the best game modes to use Combat Focus was Domination, because getting onto the B flag and popping the Combat Focus and getting capture kills will get you 300 score per kill. That is 3 times the regular score you'd be getting for any other kill in the highest scoring game modes. Getting 2 or 3 capture kills will instantly get you up to those high-end score streaks or get you very close to them. Another game mode that I found very good for using Combat Focus was TDM, because although there is no objective that will help you get score towards your streaks, using Combat Focus will give you that edge over your opponents to get your streaks faster and control the TDM gameplay. The final way I found to use Combat Focus with score streaks was to combine the first 2 methods I mentioned. What this means is combining UAVs and counter UAVs with a high-end score streak of your choosing. By using the UAV and counter UAV and then using your Combat Focus at the same time, you're going to be getting 40 score per kill that your teammates get on the enemies, given that the enemy don't shoot down your UAV or counter. While this is happening, if you get kills yourself, you're also getting score on top of that, which will help you earn that high-end score streak very rapidly. And if it doesn't get you there completely, it'll get you very close to it. Now, when using Combat Focus, you're going to want to stay alive as long as you can, because you're obviously trying to earn score streaks while using this ability. To do this, I'd recommend perks like Blind Eye and Ghost, which will keep you alive longer. Also, Flak Jacket's a very viable perk. Basically, any perk that's going to negate something that the enemy could use to kill you, besides their weapons, is very viable for using Combat Focus. After using Seraph extensively in game, I found that the Annihilator pistol is a pocket precision rifle. It's deadly if in the right hands, and you can really do work on your opponents if you know what you're doing and you have decent accuracy. As for the Combat Focus, I found that it's one of the most flexible abilities that can be used in almost any situation for any game mode, and I really would recommend it highly for game modes that you already score a lot of points in, like Domination and Kill Confirmed. My specialist rating for Seraph is going to be a 26 out of 30. With 7 points going into objective play because the Annihilator Pistol is decent for picking off opponents on objectives from a distance, and the combat focus, although it doesn't help you in any real way towards playing objectives, it's going to influence a player to be on objectives more often, which I consider helpful in objective playstyles. With a 9 out of 10 going into kill potential because the Annihilator is absolutely deadly, and once again, if it's in the right hands, you're going to do work with it. It works very well up close, and it works even better at a distance, so I'd really recommend it for any high skill level player. And a 10 out of 10 for fun factor because I find Seraph to be one of the best characters in the game when it comes to their specialist weapon and their ability. I think both the weapon and the ability are very cool, and honestly, I would recommend them to anyone. Anyways, guys, that's going to wrap up episode 6 of my Black Ops 3 Specialist Guide. Next episode, we're going to be covering Reaper, so I hope you guys are ready for that. That's going to be a super fun episode. And guys, don't forget to leave your Q&A questions down below in the comments section for a chance to win the prize once we hit 250 subscribers. I'm going to be doing my Q&A at 200 subscribers, and that's when the questions are going to be locked in, and that's when I'm going to be choosing a winner based off of those questions. So make sure you guys leave something down below. It doesn't have to be about video games, it can be about anything. Personal or not personal, it doesn't matter to me. But anyways, I will see all of you beautiful faces tomorrow. Peace out, guys.